All righty, all righty, all righty. So I know our little commercial is playing right now. Um, and you'll see our lovely faces in a second, but I want to let that run for a second while everybody's coming on in for this cold moon meditation. As you're coming in, let us know that you are here in the chat room so that we can, know who's here and all of that good stuff. Yes. Are you ready to host your own circle? We'll come to you.
Are you ready to host your own circle?
So, all right.
Eh, eh.
I'm gonna let that play a little bit longer while I chit chat a little bit while people are on their way in. We are the Healing Flame Collective, as you see there, right there on your screen. Perfect timing. Look at that segue. Yes. um, and we'll be talking about some of the announcements that you are seeing right there. But we are the Healing Flame Collective. I'm Maurice Carroll, and to my right is
Janice B.
and we are the co-founders of the Healing Flame Collective. If you are new and this is your first time visiting us with a guided meditation, a little bit about the Healing Flame Collective. We are a group of healers, Reiki masters, musicians, um,
Crystal
songwriters,
healers.
crystal healers. This is a bunch of things that we do. And that was actually the idea, to make sure that we included a lot of different talented people within our circle to be of service to the public. And so that's why we are here. What you are watching is something that we do quite often, pretty much every month, in some form or fashion, in some location. We do our circles. And these are guided meditation healing circles that we do, where there's sound healing, there's Reiki, there's guided meditation, there's sharing. A lot of times we do card pulls, pretty much kind of like how we're going to do this evening, and we're going to get into that a little bit. But uh, just giving you a little bit of background on who we are and what we do. And yeah, so with that, we can run the commercial a little bit later if need be, but we're going to come up on camera now, ma'am.
Welcome.
Oh boy. Okay.
I might need my glasses on so I can see what's happening.
Oh, that's what I forgot.
Hi,
Yeah.
everyone.
I don't know what my
Welcome.
glasses are.
Oh, I can see now. It's amazing.
How
How's
old
everybody
are we that
doing?
we got to keep referring back to our glasses?
I know, right? What? What'd you say? What? What's that? Oh my God.
All right. So it is a little bit after, it's what, 7 or 8, after 8, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so listen, welcome to our guided meditation for the cold moon. I'm sure a lot of you already know or have some type of idea what the cold moon is. We're going to talk about it. But in the meantime, say something in the chat room. Let us know that you are here. Say hi. We have Vanessa behind the curtain that's going to
Yay.
be responding to you, letting us know who's here. You might see your comment pop up on the screen and all of that good stuff. Yeah, see? Yes, see? Just like that. So, we are here. I'm wondering how everybody has been since our last moon meditation. It's been a little while, right?
It has been. It feels
Yeah.
like it. It
Yeah, it's
feels
been a
like
little
it.
bit. So, let us know how you've been. If you've been here before, if you're new, still let us know how you've been since the last full moon. We want to hear from you. And so let me ask you, how have you been?
Listen. I'm doing great. I'm doing marvelous. Glad to be here. Happy to be here. I feel like if you've ever seen T-Pain, his his show, and he's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
talking and
yeah.
everybody behind him is like, I feel like those people behind him, like Maurice T-Pain today. Do something else. I'm doing well. I'm doing all right. It's been a very crazy last couple months, I think, for a lot of people. So we're all, grateful to be here. Grateful to be able to gather under the moon,
Yeah.
the cold
You know
moon.
what I forgot?
What?
That some people can watch the YouTube and they're not logged in, but they're present.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely.
I forgot about that part. So
Yeah.
if you can't, it's fine.
I think I
We
was
get
just
it.
doing that.
We get it. We get it. So anyway, we're gonna
Welcome.
get started here.
Yes.
So what we doing first? So for those of you that don't know, my name is Maurice Carroll. I am a Reiki master. I'm gonna use the term that has been given to me, sound alchemist. That sound healing on a whole lot of different levels. I'm not going to go into all of it, but yeah, that's what I am, the co-founder of the Healing Flame Collective.
I'm a Reiki alchemist. No, I'm just kidding. I'm Janice B. I'm a singer-songwriter, Reiki master teacher, crystal healer, death doula, animal Reiki, Kundalini Reiki, all those kind of things. I teach it. I certify people. I practice it. I walk it. I talk it. And it's great to be here and combining all the things that we do in the Healing Flame Collective that we did previously on stage as musicians or just in workshops and classes to bring it all together for everybody. So we're glad you guys are here with us.
Yay.
Welcome again. I think we have some announcements.
Yes, we do. All right, so get your calendars out because this is the first and most important announcement that we have. So we know that we're at the end of the year. It's been quite an eventful one, as we are still recovering from the COVID stuff and recovering from the recovery.
Right.
And a lot of things happened this year that took us by surprise, both publicly and personally. And so we're here at the end. We have the cold moon that we're doing tonight, but on December 21st, we are doing a winter solstice virtually.
Yes.
And so with that one, it's a lot of things that, you know what? Let's run that commercial while I'm talking about that. Let's be a little professional. There we go. So on the 21st, 8 p.m., we will be doing a winter solstice circle via Zoom. And so the minimum donation for that is $10. But this is what you're getting. You're getting a guided meditation. You are getting Reiki. You are getting sound healing. You're getting information.
A reading.
You're getting a reading, and you're getting the let me see, the whole Healing Flame Collective crew.
All of us will be present for the Zoom event, and I believe Christina is going to be doing something with her qigong.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well. Yeah. And so with that, what I want to say is that if you've never experienced a winter solstice before, I would strongly recommend that you sign up. So here's the thing. We said that there's a $10 minimum donation. And that is because of the platform that we are using. If you feel, if that you think that it's worth more than that, you are so welcome to do so.
Or if you just want to be generous and pay, and that way somebody else who can't pay, you know what I mean? Maybe makes up for that.
Yes.
If for some reason you absolutely cannot do $10 and you want to pay something less, or you still want to come, make sure you send us an email or message us and let us know for sure.
Yeah. And so it's quite the experience.
We haven't done this for a while. We did this in the heat of the pandemic because everybody was really wanting to get together for the solstice, and it was awesome. We had a really good event. So it's going to be Zoom. All of us will be there. All of us in the little squares on Zoom, like the I'll date myself like the Brady Bunch, looking around. But it's not, it's not like on YouTube. It's a private thing, so we're not going to put it out live to the public. You have to sign up and register. So we're going to have that link up later tonight, I think, for them.
Yeah.
To sign up,
mm-hmm.
And I'm excited.
Yeah,
I like the solstice.
Me too.
And the solstice is the longest night of the year. Basically the end, not really the end of winter, but you're going to start moving into nights that aren't so long, and then we'll get moving towards spring, right? So that's the idea with the solstice.
Right. And so some of the pictures that you're looking at now are from a healing circle that we did at a shop here in Baltimore called Flourish Baltimore. Shouts out to Nalaja. With that, oh yeah, are you ready to host your own circle? We'll come to you. So, with that said, we, as we just said, we have a larger presentation that we do where you get the guided meditation, you get the sound healing, you get singing, you get Reiki, it's a lot of things that happen all in one setting that you get. These circles are a smaller version of that because we felt the need to be a little bit more intimate and to get into the community a little bit more, to reduce the space between the stage and the audience. And so, what these smaller circles are is an opportunity for us to kind of get together, be a little bit more intimate with you guys, allow you to share personally, which we obviously can't do in the larger, in the larger scale. So at Flourish, these are some pictures that Vanessa took of us while we were doing our particular circle. But you are welcome to invite us to your own circle. So say for instance, you're in a different area and you're saying, hey, well, look, I know I have 5 or 6 or 7 different people that are interested our in our in my area, and so you can invite us out to do so. And right there where it says contact us, just shoot us an email and we can talk about it and we can get on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with that said,
so we hope to see you at the solstice event.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
And make sure you're on our mailing list. That's another thing. We don't want to forget that. I don't want to go on and on with announcements, but make sure if you're not getting our newsletters or you're not getting, we don't send a lot of stuff out, but when we have events coming out, we make sure that the people on the list get the first dibs at signing up. So just make sure you send us an email at thehealingflamecollective@gmail.com or message us on Instagram and we'll get your message either way.
Yep.
Let's talk about the cold moon. That's why we're here.
That is why we're here. All right. So right before that, if you have an opportunity to send this link to somebody else, please do so. If you know somebody that is interested, even in the slightest, about guided meditation and how all of this stuff works, the moon, the cold moon, any of that, you have an opportunity to do so before we get totally into it. So now, with that said, the cold moon. All right.
Dun, dun,
so
dun.
Yes. So the highest peak of illumination
was yesterday, right?
Illumination. Like I do like SpongeBob. So was last night.
Yeah.
And it was about 10 after 11, somewhere in that area. And really what the cold moon is the moon where it's the brightest. It shines the light between now and the winter solstice because those are the darkest nights.
Okay.
And so with that in mind, what we need to take notice of is what happens with the cold moon. So this is the season where everything is kind of underground. It's a resting period. It's the seeds are doing their things under the frost and everything is under there, getting prepared for the next season. And it's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things that
that
part. Yeah.
Except for yesterday. It wasn't cold yesterday.
So and it's cold.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna have you jump in on the Gemini part, but one of the things that I want us to make sure that we're taking notice to in this season is really keeping our emotions in check. If we look at it from a natural perspective, we talked about the seeds being underground and everything is resting. The animals are hibernating. Everything is quiet. A lot of times the snow falls and it makes it even more quiet, things like that. And in that time period, there's a thing where we as humans, we get a little bit more anxiety because it's quiet, because it's cold, because we're in a different environment, all of those different
Right.
things. And so my challenge to you is to look a little bit more inward during the season and to kind of really know that we're in a quiet moment, and to keep your emotions in check. Really, you can observe them, that's fine, but when your emotions start to rise up, because we're in that Gemini thing we already talk about, when we in that season, your emotions are going to flare up a little bit. What I'm saying to do is to recognize the emotion, but don't exist inside of the emotion. Don't exist in it. Don't react and make decisions based on the emotion. We're in a rest period. Observe it, recognize it, but move logically. Move, you're in a rest and a rebirth um moment. So recognize the feelings. Even if you want to question it, like, why am I feeling like this? That's cool, but don't make decisions. Don't react with your emotions. Make sure you take yourself out of that emotional state and look at it from a logical perspective and move until the next season hits. So the Gemini part.
So the full moon is in Gemini. Gemini, you know some Geminis?
Yes.
Yes. So Gemini reminds us of like duality because it's the twins, right? And let's rewind a little bit, because when we're talking about the full moons, as we know, are times for reflection.
Yes.
So new moons are new beginnings, full moons are reflection. So we're pulling back, like Mari said, looking at our emotions, looking at things, and maybe with the duality, I feel like Gemini is kind of it's an air sign, right? So I feel like it's kind of a mindful thing. Like Geminis are usually very good with words and good with explaining things, and but there's a duality with it. So you may feel like a tug with your emotions right now, like maybe there's a split. You were kind of saying that with or sometimes things are too intense, sometimes they're not. Kind of stand back and reflect on what you're feeling and why. It's very much like shadow work in a way, so try to feel where your emotions divide, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And we want to have changing, adaptable emotions. That's kind of what Gemini is. They go with two different sides. My grandmother was a Gemini all day.
What's those?
I like Geminis.
What's the months? Is it May?
May.
Yep. So
May.
You want to hear something that you may not have known?
Uh-oh. I don't know. Do I?
My daughter is a Gemini.
Oh, that's right. She is. Yeah, May, June, right? It's at the beginning of June. Yeah. So we love Geminis. But anyway, that's what our moon is in tonight. But it is really a time of reflection. It's a time of, like Mari said, to appreciate the silence, knowing that new things will be coming, new things are coming through, new ideas, new growth, new things that we have, seeds we planted are going to be growing. That's going to be the message for the solstice as well. So this is really the full moon of the solstice. One of the reasons why it's kind of called the cold moon. It's the last full moon of the year. Sometimes it's not cold when it's the cold moon, but we know that's, it was the coldest time in the Northern Hemisphere, right. Native American names, things like that. Yeah, so we're going to focus tonight on reflection, about that quiet reflection and allowing the moon to shine the light on those things and decide what we're going to be doing next and where we're going to be going next, and just kind of reflecting on that part of us that we may want to change it. We may want to just look at it. We may want to decide if we want to go forward in that same space. We do have some time, like I said, so you can reflect on it now. Then you can come to the winter solstice and we can do all kinds of magic stuff.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Make that move.
I can't wait.
Yes. So let's tell them what's going to happen tonight. We didn't do that yet, right?
No, we didn't.
We did not. So get yourself comfortable. You don't have to be lying down. You don't have to You can certainly lay down and fall asleep if you want. You can just be sitting up. No rules about what you have to do, but it is a good idea to get comfortable, maybe set some ambiance around you with some candles or whatever. We're going to have a track playing. It's our track, right?
Yes.
We're playing one of our tracks tonight. What vibration is it?
We're doing Third Eye tonight.
Third Eye. So introspective, intuition. That vibration is going to be playing. We're going to go off the screen. We're going to do a guided meditation for the moon. I'll stop talking at some point and the bowls will come in for the sound healing portion. And then we'll bring you back out. We'll chat about it. And we're going to do a card pull. So we're going to be using oracle cards, not tarot cards, oracle cards. And the way we use the cards on the moon meditations is we do a 1, 2, and 3 pull. So you will pick a number at the time. Don't do it now. We'll wait till you get the feeling. And then we'll do a general reading for each number. And that's it, right? We didn't forget anything, did we?
No, we did not. We're doing good tonight.
I'm ready. Are you guys ready? I see people in the chat room. Ty is here. All right, let me get my stuff together. I'm ready.
And let's get the music cued.
Take my glasses off so I can see up close.
Do our sound check.
Sound check.
The music that you hear is also available on the YouTube channel if you ever want to meditate to it or just listen to it.
We also now have available distance Reiki videos on the YouTube channel that you might want to check out. If you want some Reiki, a Reiki session, you just sit down, either put your headphones on or watch the video, and we send you Reiki through the video. Awesome. All right, let's get going. All right, everybody get comfortable. I think Maurice is getting ready to take me off the screen at some point.
Yeah.
I don't want people watching me while I'm doing meditation. Secrets. So get yourself comfortable. Try to be in a place where you won't be disturbed if possible. I know that's hard sometimes, but throw some headphones on. Close the door. And let's take a nice deep breath in. Do a deep exhale, letting everything out. Let's do that again. Nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale back out through your mouth. One more time, deep breath in and exhale. Allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. Each breath moving at its own pace. Relax. Your body relaxes. dropping into the chair or the bed or the floor beneath you. Your muscles soften and release any tension. And just set the intention to slow down and let go. Your physical body is grounded and connected. Above you, high in the sky, this night, the moon is shining. Shining down with powerful energy. Imagine this light, this energy entering your crown chakra. This light moves through you, filling your head and your face. Moving through your neck and shoulders. Powerful light energy now filling your chest and heart, moving down your arms and out of your fingers. Your torso, your abdomen, lower back, now filled with the moon's powerful energy. The light now extending down to your legs, through your feet, and pouring out of your toes. You are suspended in the energy of the cold moon. You are illuminated with the divine feminine, intuitive energy of the moon. Take a moment in the silence of the night illuminated by the moon, and just be still. Turning your focus inward. illuminated by the moon's light, looking inward, now looking into the dark places inside. What do you wish to release? What is holding you back? What is causing pain or discomfort? Looking inward, what is now illuminated in the light of truth? What can no longer reside in this body of light? Let it go now. Release it now. Release it to the light. Allow the vibration of the moon to take it away, and the empty space it left behind now filling with light. Continue to breathe naturally. Suspended in light. Suspended in peace. Now illuminated and healed by the power of the moon, guided and supported by spirit, renewed and aligned in your own power. Take a deep breath in and release. Bring your awareness back into the room, back into your physical body. Back into your fingers and toes. Back into your eyes. And slowly open your eyes when you're ready and return. And we're back. Every time I lean into the microphone and have to talk like this, I think about the PBS ladies. Good times, good times.
So how are you guys feeling is the question.
Everybody doing? How you doing?
We both reaching. We're both reaching for glasses.
I know, right? I don't know if I need them. I might not need these glasses. I might not need them. All right. So basically, we, wanted to take a little bit of time to reflect inward. It's always good to do that. Actually, the whole month of December, it's a great thing to do. Whenever you get an opportunity to sit down, because it does get really frantic. Even if you don't celebrate the holidays, it's still a lot of crazy energy with the holiday season coming up, the end of the year. Just a lot of pressure and a lot of expectation, I think, from people and families. So it's a good idea at this time, as we're moving into winter solstice, to just take some time and reflect inward and be still in silence in the cold. All right. So are we ready to do now? Do you have something to add about the meditation? And the bowls you were playing were?
The bowls I was playing were the Third Eye Chakra Bowl and the Root Chakra Bowl. Third Eye was kind of, self-explanatory because we talked about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The Root I used because of grounding in that idea.
Right. Definitely. The Third Eye Bowl gets me every time. That bowl, it's like, all the other bowls they're all powerful. It's just that third eye is like, wow.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So I brought 2 decks tonight. I know we're probably going to go with the one we always use.
I know, right?
I didn't know if Maurice wanted to decide. I didn't know.
You know what? It's the last one. We might go with the other deck.
Oh, angels and ancestors.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So like we said before, this is an oracle card. Oracle cards, tarot cards are different. Tarot cards come in a specific number in the deck. Each card means something in conjunction with the other cards usually, or with the reading that's happening. And a person actually does a spread and a reading for you from that spread. You can do that with oracle cards, but oracle cards are really, I guess more, I don't want to say a guide, but they are kind of a guide. And they're really whatever the author of the card makes them. So they can be a deck of like 30 cards. It can be a deck of 100 cards. There can be booklets like this that come with it. Sometimes there are no booklets. It's usually about the imagery and a message for each one of those images for you for that day. So you can use oracle cards in any kind of way you like. They can be used in reading. Sometimes I use them with clients. Tonight, we're doing the 3 card, well, the 1, 2, and 3 draws on the cards. That way you guys can pick your own card and we'll just do a reading. The way I use the cards is really more as a cue for that reading. It's just something that I'll tap into intuitively, hopefully, and see where it takes us. So Maurice is going to shuffle
every day. I'm
with
shuffling
his man hands.
Man hands.
That's right.
I'm just making sure all of them are facing the right way.
They don't have to be, as long as they're not facing
no.
upward.
Yeah,
is that what you mean?
Some of them were facing upward. Yeah.
So I haven't used this deck for a while. I like this deck. Angels and Ancestors. It's by Kyle Gray. He has quite a few. He has quite a few decks that have these kind of images with people or goddesses or angels. I think I have one of his angel decks. The images are really nice in this. A lot of nature references. There's some that are angels, ancestral stuff. Some are guides for spirit animals, things like that. So we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, so if you haven't already, take a second, pick whatever number really resonates with you. You do not have to post it in the chat room. I'm not looking at the chat room. So keep it to yourself if you want, but pick 1, 2, or 3. And we will. And I literally just wrote 1, 2, and 2 on my and put a 3 on there. All right. Good times. All right. These are very blue cards. They're blue. This is card number 1 for all the ones. Oh.
All right. So card number 1 says, mountains, stand your ground. I like this image too. All right, let's see. Can I do this? There we go.
Yeah.
Mountains, stand your ground. Card number 1 for the ones that everybody that picked number 1.
Can I see the image again? All right. Okay. So number ones, I feel like this is about, not to sound too obvious, but I feel like right now, especially this month, it feels like a lot of things are piling up in front of you, around you. I guess that's the imagery of mountains, that things look more grand than they really are, and they're having an effect on you. And I think it's a message at the end of the year for you to, it says stand your ground, but to really do what we were talking about tonight. Stop where you are, reflect. Where do you want to go? What do you want to change? Who's not coming with you? Who's not climbing the mountain? Who has put the mountain up and you got to knock it down? That kind of thing. It's really about being true to yourself and being confident in who you are. And when you do that, sometimes you lose people and sometimes it's painful, but sometimes it's necessary for you to get over the mountain, get around the mountain, dig through it, whatever you're going to do. But yeah, stand true in who you are. Don't let other people's gigantic mountains of guilt and expectations and dramas and conflicts stop you on your journey. I feel like that's kind of what it is. I feel like it might even be a family thing, but I feel like it's being true to who you are, speaking up, standing your ground, and moving forward, flying over the mountain. All right.
I'm coming up on the rough side.
Number 2. It takes 2 to pull the cards out right. Wow. Okay. We got lots of imagery cards tonight.
Card number 2 says eagle. See from a higher perspective. I just talked about this.
I think we just had this card. Not just had it, but I know we had this card in another pull that we had.
Again, eagle. See from a higher perspective. All
right, number 2s. let's be real. Let's talk about the nitty-gritty. So the eagle is a majestic bird, right? The eagle is a revered bird, and its importance. Yeah. How do I want to say this? So I think that when it's talking about see from a higher perspective, that sounds kind of obvious, but I think what we're talking about is you're going to have to stop what's the word? Fraternizing with the ground birds. And I know it sounds horrible. It's about not lowering yourself, not lowering your expectations, not lowering your desires, not lowering your goals, to be accepted by people who can't see from the heights that you are. There's a lot of people, and especially when you're kind of on an awakening journey or a healing journey, you start to see things differently. And a lot of people will either you're weird or you're woo-woo or whatever it is, but other people aren't there yet. And they may not be there ever, and it's okay. So you're going to have to really appreciate the view from this enlightened side of yourself, this new enlightened place where you are. I don't like to use enlightened, but maybe awakened is better. Awakened is probably a better word. But be strong in that. Like really know that when you rise up and wake up, you're going to have people that can't fly with you, right? They can't hang at that altitude yet. But you have to do your own thing and you have to stay up there. So don't be discouraged by the people that are trying to pull you down to their level. I think that happens a lot.
Yes.
They try to discount your joy of what you've discovered and your happiness because they can't fathom it, because they can't see it. It's not their perspective yet. It's not your job to pull them up there, but you also cannot be pulled back down. So if they wanted to take that flight with you, that's fine, but that's their own journey. You got to stand true with who you are and rise above it. All right. Number 3. Tres. I feel like I'm pulling from the middle too much. Come on this side over here. Set it up on the left. Got a song for every card pull. This is really funny because all of these cards are the imagery cards and not people. Isn't that interesting?
Yes, it is. Let's see.
It's really interesting to me.
Okay. This one we have for number 3. We have Broken Arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Broken Arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. And here we are.
Number 3s. Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm going to take this as I'm going to take this as a literal picture of breaking an arrow, because the arrows to harm people, right? To hunt, to fight, war,
defense.
Yes, being defensive. We're going to break the arrow, right? So broken arrow and embracing the energy of peace. I feel like number 3s. I feel like I don't want to say they're tired of fighting. I just want to say like there's been a lot of arguments. There's been a lot of conflicts. Maybe not seeing eye to eye on things. And we really do have a choice to not feel that way. I have to remind myself of this sometimes because I have a 14-year-old. That sometimes we need to stand in peace. We need to just kind of be suspended in that peaceful feeling, and we can choose that feeling. I don't think people realize that. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to be unhappy. You can choose peace. You can choose, to to embrace that. And even if it's only for a moment, that you don't have to fight. You don't have to defend what you know is true about yourself or whatever, wherever you're going. I feel like that's kind of what this is about. Embrace the energy of peace. All right, what do you think, Maurice?
So a lot of these cards are speaking to me.
Yeah, they're all similar too. They all kind of flow together.
So,
did you pick a number tonight?
No. And I normally do, but this time all of the cards
they were like Maurice.
Extremely relevant to me.
So let's recap. Number 1 was mountains. What does it say on the mountains? Stand your ground.
Stand your ground.
And I say be true to yourself. So don't be afraid to walk around it, walk over it, dig through it, knock it down. Don't let somebody else build up doubt around you and what you're doing. You know where you're headed. Stand your ground. Be true to yourself. Number 2.
Eagle, see from a higher perspective.
I can fly higher than an eagle. You're the wind beneath my wings. So this is about recognizing that not everyone is going to be in the place where you are at the perception, the perspective that you are right now, and you can't let them pull you down. You can certainly lead the way for anybody who wants to, fly with you, but you can't fly lower. You can't lower your perception to please other people or to be validated by other people, because you're looking at things from a whole different view that they can't even relate to. Number 3.
Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace.
Ooh, embrace the energy of peace. Just what it says. Put the arrows away. We don't always have to fight. We don't always have to argue. If you're tired of the conflict, choose something else. Do something else. Choose to be in peace for a moment. Choose that energy. And sometimes, I'm kind of learning that it's hard for me, but I'm kind of learning that when you project a peaceful exterior, people will usually follow. So people who are angry, people who are in a frenetic state, people who are trying to come at you with something, if you don't have that, if you're not receiving it and you're not acknowledging it or not, putting up a fight with it, and you're just kind of diffusing it with a peaceful aura, it usually works. It usually works. So let us know what you think in the comments. Usually when we have cards like this, there's like one person that's like, that's my card. If that's your card, awesome. The messages are kind of general when we do them this way. When we do these in person, or if we do them, in a personal circle or whatever, they're going to be more one-on-one. But for the virtuals, it's better to keep it more general, because it kind of, everybody's going to get a message from it, right?
Right.
So what else we have? We good? We done.
Good. That is everything.
Thank you guys for joining us.
So yes, we will see you at the winter solstice.
Yes, on
the 21st, December 21st at 8 p.m. Yes. Make sure that you register. If you don't know how to register, you can DM us. You can go to the healingflamecollective.com. You can go to the healingflamecollective at gmail.com. Social media is everything is at the Healing Flame Collective. Just like how you're here on YouTube looking, on Instagram is the exact same thing. So you can follow us, send us a message if you're interested. And yeah, as Bugs, no, was it Bugs? What did you should say? No, it's Porky Pig. That's all, folks.
I want to add something.
Okay, that's not all, folks.
Right. One more thing, folks. Right now, if you go to our Instagram page and go to the link in the bio and schedule yourself for events, the winter solstice is there.
Boom.
Bam.
Boom.
Do it.
Boom.
See you on the 21st. See you next time.
Yep. Y'all take it easy. Thank you for joining us.